backgrounds other than the work at the college, and I suppose this ticks all the boxes, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, Cheltenham College have been very kind over this decision to come back into Gloucester, and it was good to take a break away from the professional game, and but like you said, a special opportunity had to come around for me to come back into it, and there's, for myself, the history of being at Gloucester as a player, and it was an opportunity that was one you couldn't turn down.
Has Nigel given you a fairly free rein since you've come in to implement your ideas, or are you a bit of a watching brief at the moment?
Oh no, if you're going to come in and make an impact, you've got to be given the time to do it. So we've had 6 sessions over the last 2 weeks to be able to spend a lot of time on the scrummage. It's not all been balls out. There's been a lot of technical and a lot of detailed stuff that's had to be put in place to hopefully get the outcome right.
Who's been the influence, or who have been the influences on you coaching wise then to get you to where you are?
Oh, you pick up as a player, don't you? Dean Ryan was always one of the top coaches I probably worked with. People like Andy Robinson within the England setup. So, you take a lot from those sort of people, but you learn as you go along as well. And Di Young would have been a good influence down at Wasps, so the 2 years I worked with him. So I've been fortunate enough to work with a lot of good coaches.
And to that end then, is this part of the season, just the back end of this season, almost a shot to nothing from your point of view?
Well, there's a minimum of 7 games where we can make a difference. I think first and foremost is to try and change the perception of the outside of the club in terms of opposition, in terms of media, and try and get the fans seeing what we're trying to do and trying to create. And 7 games, is it enough to be able to change it around? Well, let's hope so.
In terms of what you've seen technically from the boys, do you think there's a lot wrong?
I don't think there's a lot wrong in terms of the quality. We've been fortunate to have everyone fit pretty much the last 2 weeks in terms of front row forwards. So we've been fortunate enough to be able to get a lot of training under our belts, and also to be able to have some hard decisions around selection. So that's also been good with everyone being fit. Like I said earlier, a bit of detail, a bit of discipline in terms of what we're doing should take us a long way. And
what you want to see now is a game, and this is what you have on Saturday. First time to see the side in combat for the first time.
Yeah, well that's it. So off the back of these 2 weeks, it's been good to get that training time in, because you don't always get that luxury. So it'd be good to see how they respond against Newcastle, because Newcastle, you give them credit, they've got a very strong, gnarly pack of forwards that will want to try and squeeze us in that area. So we've made clear to the boys what's coming. They've got to confront that challenge in front of them, and let's see how we get on Saturday.
Do you sense the boys are refreshed, having not had a game since March the 1st?
Well, obviously they're going to be, aren't they? So there's a lot of. They had the week off. Last week was all structured to make sure that we're peaking for this weekend, and there's a good run of games coming through now. Not just this weekend, but a good run of games coming through that we could change things in terms of how the season's gone.